morning, everyone. My best team ever. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I did. I did. I did a couple of things. I didn't do any prepping this weekend, but I did a couple of things. Um, I'll show you some screenshots at the end of the video what I did. First of all, it was hard to get out of the door because we normally put our shoes by the door and then we walk in, right? Me and my daughter. So, sometimes you change sneakers, you change shoes, and you just keep prowling to the point that the door, at one point you're going to open the door and you can't even get out. So I got to do something about this. What am I going to do? So I've been cracking my head, guys, for weeks. I was like, oh, I just want to kick at them shoes, okay? And you put them all away, and there we go again. My daughter can barely sometimes make it out in the morning with her backpack and all her gear. And I think, I'll just be looking. It's so funny. So, especially when you're going to work and you got to get out and you're kind of stuck in the door. You know what I'm talking about, guys? Oh my goodness. You know what? It's good to start the morning with a good laugh because it'll make you a whole day. So I hope I can make somebody's day out there, okay? I want to thank Ronnie. Ronnie, your idea, it worked perfectly. I made that bottle of water and soap, okay? I use my Dawn, what I do is I just take the Dawn and just all around. But I made the bottle of soap and water instead of Pine Sol or Lysol. And I was about to go to sleep. But you know what? It's annoying because I was last night. The movie was watching me, and I was watching to see if I could catch any, see any flies. They're big. Ooh. So, guess what, guys? If you can see, right now, look at it. One is in there. One is right there. You see it, guys? It's right there because I smashed it yesterday. It's smashed. And my window, hold on a second, guys. Excuse me. So, my windows, I leave this one a little bit open. In case anybody knocks or something, I can talk through there if I don't want to talk through my mic, through the camera. So I can just holler through there. Can I help you? And to get a little bit of, air and to hear sometimes, to hear something out here sometimes because this apartments are so well insulated, guys. If I go inside, I don't even hear that train that goes by. Even if you're in the back room, no, you don't hear that train passing by. Now, the other apartment I used to live, every time the train would be 5 miles away, your bed would be shaking and you would be woke up. Yeah. What is this? The first time I moved in that apartment. The first time, guys, I moved in that apartment down there, it was big, it was beautiful. Well, I had to do a lot of fixing, and that wasn't beautiful. It was a nice apartment, but it needed to be some fixing. So I took it upon myself to take my little bit of money, a little bit at a time, and paint and do the linoleum on the floor and all of that stuff. That was an apartment from hell. But I heard the train, I heard the little bit, But dang, I didn't think that when you go to sleep, you were supposed to be jumping in the bed. And I thought it was Bella. Bella, stop. Because dog will get up and move around and make themselves comfy. Mine does. So I thought it was her. No, it was the train. I couldn't even sleep. So I used to sleep sometimes in the daytime, and then my hours were all messed up. My sleeping hours were all out of whack, guys. Because of that apartment and the train and the landlady on the other. But that's another story with her. So anyway, guys, I did was put this gray tape, because that's all I have is the gray tape. My daughter did go to Walmart. She picked up, she said, Mom, there's nothing over there in that plumbing area. I went all over. I said, what do you mean there's nothing over there? Oh, the sun is shining right there. Oh, it just feels so good, guys. Oh, that sun just feels so good. Oh, it's only hitting the stairway right now. It's not really hitting. Oh, it feels so good, guys. I enjoy that little bit of sun in the morning. Oh, just to sit in a chair out here with your cup of coffee. Close your eyes. Thank God my glasses are that UV protection, whatever. If it works or not, I don't know. I don't know. You know, they make things up and they swap you with a price. And you have to see, so you have to buy. Oh, but it feels so good, guys. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, wait. In the morning, that first sun in the morning. Did you catch that first sun in the morning? That nice heat. It's like a light heat, aren't you? I do. I love it. So I come out here in the morning sometimes. Right about this time. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, guys. I woke up at 8. Today I woke up at 8 o'clock because I did a lot yesterday. Excuse me, guys. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry about that, guys. I was just having a little chat with my neighbors upstairs because I barely see them. We never see each other. And I brought the garbage cans out. I mean, in. He took them out last night. And I'm going to wash those babies, put some Lysol, something in there. Pine Sol, whatever it is. For keep the bugs away. This is a problem from living down here because the garbage, it just calls for flies. There is 2 cats. At least it's only 2 cats. 2 cats, guys. But all they do is just cruise by. They don't even go in the garbage. I think no one throws any food away. So they don't go in there. Because I always look. I never see any tour bags or nothing like that. So they must be out there. They know where to go to find their stuff. So, you know, everyone has to survive. Animals are surviving. People are surviving. We all are surviving in one way or another. Guys, let's get real. This is real talk, okay? I am dying to go out there camping and vanning. But that's a fun activity, okay, that I had to put on hold. I did, a couple of videos on it. I did set up my van. I do have some stuff here that I have to, it's not going to take no time. No rearranging of any kind. Just stuff that has to be set up for the gray water and clean water. To make it nice and convenient for me to use. That's all. So that's my last project there. And I'm waiting for baby girl to get her check so she can go purchase a vehicle. And I get my van back. And then we're on the road. I'm telling you, we are on the road. We are going to boondock. I am going to do whatever it takes to get out there, okay? Yes. This is my season. And that's what has me on hold. So I thank you for being patient with me. And in between that, my channel is a little bit about everything. If I find out something that is useful to you, I will give you information because let's be thoughtful, guys, okay? Let's be thoughtful. A lot of people, especially elders, okay? I'm in my 50 pluses, okay? Let's get that out of the way. I grew up streetwise. I have a lot of education. I was a travel agent, okay, on 34th Street, TFI tours. And back then when I made that video that I mentioned it, I don't know if it still exists or not, but one of my subscribers, she came back to my channel and she said, Ada, it's still there. I'm like, are you serious? She verified that travel agency is still there. I was supposed to work for Eastern Airlines, and they went on strike. Y'all remember that big strike? That was one heck of a mess. I think we went through a little bit of shortages of food and stuff like that also, because they were going bankruptcy. Everybody was just going bankruptcy. So it didn't happen because they went bankruptcy, and Pan Am bought Eastern Airlines. So that gave me a setback. But I try to move ahead into something big. I did work department stores. I was a cashier for many years at clothing stores. I worked at Burger King. Yes, I flipped burgers too. When my oldest kids, excuse me. I'm thinking about getting me a moped. Yes, kids will bear with it. My kids stay away from me. They stay away from me because when they come with a little bit of problem or something, and I tell them, you know what, just shut the heck up. It's nothing to be stressing about, and it's nothing with prepping. It's just kid. You know, they're not kids. They're grown men already and women. And I'll just tell them, I'll listen to them. Why don't you shut the heck up and just do what you gotta do. Avoid whatever anybody says to you negatively. Sometimes people are jealous of you and they see you moving ahead. Don't be telling people all your business, okay? Learn that. Don't be telling people, you tell them when you need to tell them, okay? But don't tell your friends and stuff like that your business, because if they're doing less than you, they're going to be jealous of you. And this world is I don't know, this world is upside down. You can't give people advice because they get offended. If you're a busy person and you're doing something, the last thing you know is somebody nagging on behind your back. We don't need that. Everybody has a stress. Tell me, guys, do you have a stress in one way or another? If you have little kids, you have to worry about your little kids. If you have parents, you gotta worry about your parents. Many kids don't worry about parents, okay? My kids worry about me if I got sick or something like that, but they don't call me. They don't call me every day, okay? Like other kids do, they call their mom every day. You okay? You need something, But they do come around. They come around in bicycles, in their cars, and as long as they see my face on camera, they know mommy's okay, okay? Because they know that if something was wrong, they will be the first one to know. So they know. I said, don't even worry about me. If something is going on with me, I will let you know. Right? That's the way I think it should be. Always let somebody else know if something, is going on with you. But so far, thank God, that's blessed me, and I always pray. Give me strength. And, hold on one second, guys. Mira, hello, ¿tú eres electricista?
Bueno, no licencia, pero
No, yo necesito,
trabajador
bueno, que me
electricista.
haga un recibo. Yo necesito un recibo porque el dueño de aquí, él no contesta los teléfonos, él no me ha contestado, esa lámpara está cocota allá arriba y yo no puedo cocinar a menos que sea con la bombilla de la estufa. Esos cables, parece que la humedad de la cocina, porque no tiene ventana y esto aquí es húmedo cuando llueve, y esa lámpara se cocotado y está guindando en un hilo donde tiene eso anaranjado.
Sí.
En un hilo, yo tengo que fregar de lado, porque tengo miedo que esa lámpara que pesa, que es una cosa redonda.
¿La puedo ver?
Sí, entre a la cocina. Hacen confianza. Tú conoces la perrita mía, ella no hace nada. Síguete a la cocina derecho y prende la bombilla de la cocina. De la
que
estufa.
salga?
No, vela. No me la dejes salir. Que se me ensucia, ya está bañada. Sí, yo estoy buscando ahí que me haga un recibo para yo descontárselo de la renta del dueño, porque si no tengo recibo, a ellos no les importa. No arreglan nada. Y eso me tiene a mí que a veces no duermo porque yo tuve el fuego eléctrico allá abajo que perdí todo. Y entonces esto me da mucho miedo. Solo no estoy cocinando chucheritas rápidas porque me da miedo que el caliente del vapor, tú sabes, cause. Yo no sé de electricidad. Yeah. Pero eso está guindando ahí. Si él me lo puede quitarle esa lámpara y dejarla así, yo se lo agradezco porque se va a caer. Va a llegar el punto en que se va a caer. Hold on one second, guys. Let me see if he can do something with my lamp. ¿Cómo está? ¿Bien?
Está todo bien, gracias a Dios.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, he's an electrician. And he used to live across from me from where I used to live in the train house, okay? And the landlady from hell always asking to borrow money. And besides the rent, to borrow money. All kinds of crazy stuff. I had to get out there, guys. I missed the apartment because I had access to washer and dryer, but I couldn't deal with her. So every time I went away and took a vacation, And when I go away, I don't come back in a week or two, okay? When I head down with my van down south, I will stop in every town there is, and it takes me forever to get home. But one thing that we have to be considerate, now that we are here connected, I want to thank Kathleen also. Kathleen, thank you to my, welcome to my channel. And share the word out there, okay? Because I will be on the road, like I said, as soon as the vehicle gets squared out with my daughter. Because Uber is very expensive. Let me tell you another thing, in case you didn't know, when you order DoorDash or Uber Eats, there is another company they just opened up. I don't recall the name of it now, but I will search it up again and let you know. They charge a little bit more money, and they're making it look like the delivery is a discount, but they're charging you more money to deliver if you order or use their services as far as food, rides, and whatnot. They do have an app that you get discounts as you take rides, but who has time for that? To actually, you're not saving, okay? Down to the point, I went through it. You're not saving anything. So if my daughter was to take an Uber, it would cost her $27 because she already searched. A cab is $18. I can't let her pay that. We help each other. We're conscious of our situations and we take care of that, and then we go on whatever you gotta do. So to get back to my light fixture, he's an electrician. That I do know for a fact. And he installed boilers. That's his job, installing boilers. But he said that he can do it. Well, guess what? I'm glad I sat out here today. Like I said, when you get up in the morning and you have God in your heart and you say your prayers in your morning, because I do, I might say a little cussing word here and there. But guys, remember, I'm from New York. I'm from New York, and I don't mean any harm. I don't offend anybody by if something slips out of my mouth, okay? I'm not offending anybody. I was born and raised in New York City. So, but I try to, but it just comes out. It's just a natural thing. But don't get me wrong, guys, okay? Don't ever get me wrong. I don't mean any bad intentions for anybody. I try to give my best to you, okay? And I'm new to this, and I'm glad I have you because I have communication with someone, okay? I have communication with all of you, and I like the interaction. Listen, Rodney, Kathleen, Wanda, Miss Ruth P, and all the other ones, okay? Because I do have you on a notebook. I write you down as you subscribe. I write your names down. Or even if you comment, and not subscribed or push the like button or anything, I will. I'm making a list. I'm working, guys, okay? Just because you don't see me sometimes don't mean I'm not doing. I'm working with you because I want you to be happy with me, okay? I want you to be happy with me. So I'm writing all your names down, and I'm going to be calling you out. I'm going to be making a nice clip with your names on. And you will be seeing it on the screen, okay? So my son is going to be helping me with that because he has a more powerful video system that he uses, and he paid a subscription for it, and it's a lot of money. And then I have to hook up with him as far as the laptop program. I do have a laptop program to edit my videos, and that takes time. So besides making a video, it's not just going on camera. You have to use your laptop in order to edit, and that takes time. So it takes, excuse me guys, it's the neighbor upstairs calling me, and no, I cannot right now. I'm sorry guys, but the internet today is off the whack. It's off whack. So like I said, the food prices are very high. It's hard, okay? It's really hard, guys. It's hard out there. People are not doing what they want to do. A lot of people are traveling and whatnot. You hear a lot of people traveling and whatnot, but they have the resources. They have resources. They have credit cards that they're maxing out and whatnot. I have to tell you something that happened to my with my bank, okay? And I've been wanting to change that bank for a while. My stuff in Florida said, "Ma, get out of that bank, or you're gonna be in trouble." Just so you know. So besides my van channel, okay, because that is a title, Van with Ada. But then again, if you read my about information, I give a little bit of information that is useful to someone else because I can't keep it to myself. Because right now, everybody's in the same boat, okay? Everyone, we are all facing the same situations, one worse than the other. So I'm sorry when I stopped the video because the electrician, okay, and he did give me a hope. I said I need someone with license to do the job, and he had a mask on, so I stayed away, but he had a mask on, and I know him. He takes very good care of himself. He has a wife, and uh, I know him for many years, and I said, can you? He said his brother has a license for electrician. I said, but he's very busy. I said, well, can you do the job and use his license number or put it under his name or something? 'Cause I trust him. I completely trust him. So guess what he did, guys? He said, you know what? I can knock this light out so it doesn't be knocking on your head and you don't have to worry about it, okay? I'm gonna put the wires up there where they don't touch each other. You don't have to worry about it. The heat is not gonna affect the wires hanging up there. You can cook, steam, whatever you wanna do. I said, oh really? I can cook and steam and it won't affect those wires because I'm afraid. Moisture in the kitchen with, let's say I want to do some canning today. Will I be able to do it without causing any gas? So he said, I'm going to take the fixture down. So it was hanging to a thread. I will show you. I'll take us, watch to the end. That's when I'll give you the screenshots of the light. He took it off. He's tall. So he reached right up there with his hand. And he took it off and he said, don't worry about it. And he's going to talk to his brother and then he'll let me know. He said $75. I said, I just need a receipt so that when I send the rent tomorrow, Wednesday, okay, I can send him the receipt, take a screenshot for my own purposes, and deduct it from the rent, okay? And that way, and that gets fixed. And I'll be fine, okay? Because let me tell you something. The weekends, my daughter only goes drop the laundry off, pick it up the next day. But if I want to boondock in my van at Walmart, Home Depot, the truck stop, which is not too far on the highway, I can do that. But I can't leave her in here knowing that there is something dangerous in here. So I, you know, I said a prayer this morning. I went to sleep with my Psalms again. And this is why I get up late, because it's a peacefulness that flows through you, okay? You can talk about anything, but no one can take my Bible away from me, okay? So, and my faith. If you have faith, guys, listen, we will pull through, okay? We will pull through. But now, this is my point right now, guys, and tell me if I'm right or wrong. I have internet service, okay? I'm not paying an arm and a leg for it. I'm only paying $50 a month, okay? $50 a month. I can use my laptop. I don't have the cable to with the TV guy, but my daughter gifted me the Google Chromecast. It goes behind the TV. You set it up with your Wi-Fi, your internet service. It's a box that I got in the mail from T-Mobile. They're $50. And if you're over 60, they have a internet box, just so you know. If you have T-Mobile in your area, they're down to like $40, okay? So I like to give tips to help others. Now, elderly people, they don't have internet service, okay? A lot of them don't. They watch regular antenna TV. I have one in case my internet gets cut off. Which I've been through that. I'm not gonna deny it, guys. I've been through some rough times, and not because I caused them. It was just life events, okay. So I use the antenna, I watch movies, I catch the news in the morning. I think you gotta catch the news in the morning and at 5 o'clock in the afternoon in your town or, you know, West Coast or, you know, different time zones. So that's when you know, but the news doesn't give you everything that you need to know. So that's why I say I don't listen to the news channels. I'll watch a little bit of it. They don't say anything that they don't want you to know. But then again, when you have internet and you go through real, real news channels from different countries and you see what's going on, you'll be like, holy, where did this come from? What is going on over there? That's when you realize, what is this world coming to? Okay, what's going on in the world? I have channels from Jerusalem. I have channels from Pakistan. I have channels from Gaza. Listen, these people are killing each other right now. Yes, they're bombing the heck between Jerusalem and Gaza. They are bombing the heck out of each other. Do they show that on CNN and NBC News? No, they don't. No, they don't. So, guys, I prepare for myself. I bought some baby stuff, okay? Baby food and cereals, stuff like that. If I see a sale, I'm gonna grab a couple of them. Because you don't know if things got really bad, or high pricer, and you have people that can't afford it. So, if it comes to that point, excuse me, that I got, you know, this coffee, I didn't put enough milk on it, so it gives me the burps. I'm sorry. But many of us seeing what's going on. Many don't know. Many don't believe it because they don't have the right sources, okay? The right information on the right channels. And it's not that they're telling you to prep. They're not telling you to prep. These channels that I watch, not YouTube channels. I'm talking about the news, major big channels. They're not telling you to prep. No, they're not telling you nothing about that. All you see is the news where they bombed out. Jerusalem is attacking Gaza. Gaza's attacking Jerusalem. It's all over the country, guys. Then I read about, you have to watch this movie. It's not, it's just maybe a 15-minute clip of the Great Depression. Okay, and if you could find the movie, I'm gonna find the movie on sometime this evening. That'll be my relaxing moments of, you know, once I get everything done today in the evening time. I normally it's me time. I am going to watch the Great Depression. I've been watching bits and pieces of the Great Depression back from 1904 to 1930, okay? If y'all heard of it, y'all know I'm right. I'm giving you the right info. I'm not making it up. That is something to think about, guys, okay? They were prepped. They were preppers. A lot of families were preppers. A lot of families were rich. A lot of families had beautiful homes. The ones that didn't have the money and the ones that didn't have these beautiful homes, they were working farms and stuff like that. Cotton was a big thing, okay? Cotton was the money maker there. And a lot of employees worked in the marking farms, picking cotton. And that was the money maker. So, as I watched, I had to go back to where I had left off because that clicked in my mind. Wait a minute. What is the big imported item that we really need? And that's what the government took away from them. They flooded that zone so that it would be devastated and they could not grow any more corn because they wanted to stop that production that was making the money for the country to survive. They crashed it, guys. And this was when FDR Roosevelt was president. So check up, go on YouTube. They have it on YouTube, but it's not a video that somebody's making. This is the Great Depression channel of stories of people that went through the Great Depression. I cried. I cried because they had clothing. They had a beautiful little hut, little home. Let's say like me here. We had an apartment. Some have made their own off-grid homes and whatnot. Many had beautiful. There is a house that's still standing, but it was resold in. Oh man, I can't even think of the state right now. But I will give it to you down the line. But anyway, look up the Great Depression, guys. Watch, watch those movies. It's a black and white movie, okay? And it's stories of people that their grandpas and grandmas, how they learned and they lived with them. They were able to tell the story 5 years ago. 5 years ago, they told their stories, and these are elder people that told the stories of their ancestors that lived through that Great Depression. It was so sad that men that were working on a daily basis, making good money, they winded up selling apples at the corners. And I said, wait a minute. The rich that had the beautiful houses, they lost their homes because the crash came in, the Great Depression came in, and, excuse me, and they winded up relocating, taking trains to Detroit, because the train would stop at certain destinations and there were homes there. So many of the storytellers that lived through the Depression and before it was over, it took some years, they had no food. So they would take the train. They had a name for those train riders that they would go out and ask for food. We just came on the train. We're working on the train. Is there anything you can give us to eat and drink because we're very hungry? So the off-grid people or the people on the edge of those roads or houses close to the roads, they would walk to, afraid of getting shot, killed, and whatnot, but they did it anyway to try to save their selves. And a lot of family members that own these properties, they prepped on food also for if someone came asking for a bite to eat. We can't do that in a city. I can't do that here, okay? I can give a little bit of groceries to a family that is struggling with children or elderly person that I know they cannot get around. They might not have anything. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. So I prep hard to try to help in one way without getting, on the undercover side. I don't have much, but, here, you can make this and that with that. But let me tell you, that was a really heartfelt movie. And it's good to see them because now you get a better idea of what is the Great Depression. So right now we're hearing about the Great Recession. And they were going through the major R, also the major recession and the major depression. Guys, please go on YouTube. And actually, I found it on my TV, the YouTube channel, because one is a movie. Okay, one is a movie like an hour. They have lots of them. You choose which one. But this one was called The Great Depression of 1930. That is scary. That will make you prep hard. That will open your eyes. Now, listen, guys. The elderly, they don't have internet service. As long as you give them a TV, that's what they live on, okay? My old lady up there, she lives reading off the Bible. She reads the Bible like 5 times a day. But she does get around to her doctors and whatnot, takes an Uber and gets around to it. Do what she gotta do. But, and she lives here by herself. So, elderly people are very vulnerable to hunger because they're going to be afraid to go outdoors. They can't move fast enough like we do. They don't know anything about anything. Um, she might know maybe about the Great Depression. She's 70 something years old. But this was back, no, this was back in 2000 and, uh, 2014, 2000 and, no, 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 1914 through 1930, something around there. I remember 1930s. In the 1940s, when it started getting a little bit back on track with FDR, and then he passed away. Unexpectedly, he passed away. That's the story I saw. So I wonder, this president is crossing, the governmental now are causing all this to happen because they had a plan to, at that time was when welfare came out. Welfare came out, and everyone was getting help. I don't know if it was FDR or it was the next coming president. And then it moved up the ladder with supplying jobs to the unemployed. They had to get into some long lines. These men, the men was the one who used to go out there to get the jobs. And some jobs were, we'll supply you with food, but you won't get any money. The other line was, work hard, but you're only going to get 10%. Slave work. So, the story is something too. The movie is something that it's like a biography of pieces of people that lived through those times or had their ancestors go through that time, and they're telling their story. And it's black and white pictures of back then, people laying in the street, catching a nice breeze in the shade because they had no AC, they had no ventilation whatsoever. All they wore was some old slacks. Sometimes their shoes would be on their edge of the soles, and a long coat for the winter. And that's how they stayed warm. Outside, guys, I was like, whoa, we really need to ramp up, guys, our prepping. And a lot of people that had rich homes, the banks crashed. They had no access to their money either. Oh yes, you have to watch the Great Depression biography, okay? Or a movie. They have it in all categories. Watch it. And that way you get a better idea, guys, of what we might be facing. So, you know what I say? Take it one day at a time. Don't stress about it. I cried. I truly cried. I said, gosh, I never want my children to see this. My grandson is 10 years old. My goodness, what's going to happen down the line? And some of these kids don't even worth bothering with because they're just on the wrong road, period. But if you sit down and talk to them, send them to the store. Give them $50 and make them a list to listen. I can't go out today, but you got a car. Go out there to Walmart and get me this and get me that. And if anything is off price, call me. And let them go out there because these young kids, these teenagers, they depend on mom and pops or auntie or grandma, wherever they're living with. And they come home to grab a bite to eat and have a plate of food. Do they have any idea what grandma, grandpa, or mom, or uncle, or whatever elder person went through to buy those groceries? That you're gonna come in here, oh, I'm hungry, oh yeah, I have a plate. They don't have a plate, they have two. These young teenagers, they eat a lot. They eat a lot. Make them a list, guys. Okay, if you have make them a list. I can't do that because my kids already know what's going on. So they're out there getting what they need to do. Prepping. So give them a list. If you have young ones like that, make them a list. Let them get in their car and run an errand for you for food. Okay. And maybe that will click in. Wow, even though it's not money coming out of their pocket, if you're giving them the money to go shop for it, but maybe that'll be an eye-opener for them. And then maybe down the line, they'll share that with another friend of theirs. You know what? Mom sent me to the store. I don't go shopping. I go mom's house or grandma's house or grandpa's house or uncle's house to eat, but they sent me to the store. What? It it was 70 something dollars for this, for that, for that, for that. Maybe that'll open their eyes. Try, just try. Give it a try. Give it a try. My daughter knows. She goes to the store, she shops. She don't complain about it because she already knows that mom is prepping for a reason. Her brother is prepping for a reason. My youngest one in Florida is also prepping for a reason. So at least I'm at peace because they're all prepping. Okay? I do the major preps. My daughter does the minor preps because there's not much that she can cooperate with. She has her own, you know, college bill she's still paying because they ain't forgiven. I don't know what I don't know what I don't understand why. I read an article. I don't know how true or not it is. Student loans will be forgiven if you went to an orthotic school. What? What, guys? When they give out stimulus checks, you didn't have to be orthotics, okay? What is it? Orthodox? You didn't have to belong to an Orthodox organization or church or whatnot to get a stimulus. We're paying for that stimulus right now, guys. This is the price of the stimulus. The money we got, now we're paying for it with food prices. But that's not it. Like I said, you gotta watch those movies. The cotton was the big thing, was the money maker. What's the money maker right now, guys? In the farm for the farmers. Don't forget the farmers, okay? Don't forget the farmers. Don't forget the truckers. Don't forget these gas prices. You know what? With these gas prices going up, owner operators cannot work. They're wasting more money than the delivery. If you're a company, you might be rich, a rich company with truckers. So you don't mind paying the extra $200 that the store wants for the delivery now. Or you want more money for your driver and your company to deliver the goods. But what happens if they don't have the money to pay the driver more money, and then the company they're delivering to, they want more money too? So they're getting charged more money for their items. That's how it goes. They're getting charged more money for their items they need because they got to pay the trucker more money because of the gas inflation. Am I making sense or not, guys? So yes, a lot of people don't think about without the truckers, we will have nothing to eat because these truckers are going to park their vehicles, their trucks. They cannot deliver, okay? And you know what it takes to fill up a tank of diesel on a tractor trailer? A lot. Thousands. Probably over, okay? So guys, it's a lot that we have to think about. And that's why we prep. We prep as we can. I prep as I can. You don't have to go out there going crazy, you know. No. Do things one day at a time. Whatever you use, whatever you need. If you have pets, if you have children. Oh, at that time, everyone had clothing. Those depression, the movie I'm telling you about, the biographies, and there is a movie, and there's a lot of stuff. Um, if you search on even on your phone, search the Great Depression on YouTube, and you're gonna get you're gonna learn so much from those clips and little movies, or maybe an hour, 2 hour movie. You're gonna learn so much. It's really gonna open your eyes, guys. But if that happened then, I think this is going down the same routes, okay? The same routes. They're coming up with a new system to diminish the money. But how are these clowns going to achieve that? Because landlords want their money. Mortgages companies, they're not going to say, oh, well, you know what? Because of inflation, your mortgage is let's say $2,500. I don't know. Let's make $2,500 a month. Just give us 2,100 because of inflation. Do you think you're gonna what? Where? What mortgage company? What landlord is going to deduct out of your rent because of inflation? On the contrary, if your lease is not renewed, they can add whatever they want. They can say this is your new lease. Um, because of inflation, your rent is going to be $200 more. If you own a property, it's going to be $500 more if you're renting the property. Or move out. Somebody will rent it for that amount of money. Trust me, they will. Yes, they will. There's always somebody out there with more money than you. And maybe they might be a couple of working couples. And to them, it's nothing because they each divide it and they get through. This is what I'm seeing right now. People are moving in with other relatives, and instead of paying the $12, $15, $25, they're paying maybe $600 to the family member, and that's how they get their rent paid or their mortgage paid. Okay, this is what's going on now. I sat out here today because last night I heard a lot of sirens. There was firecrackers out here. This is from winter to summer. Somebody it's on the other side of the street. They were blowing firecrackers. It's not even the 4th of July. But they do it in the wintertime too. So I don't know. They get drunk or what the heck, and they start blowing firecrackers. I hope y'all heard about the firecracking guys that lit up firecrackers up in the mall in New York. So these things that are happening now, they weren't happening before. Okay. It's getting worse by the day. So be careful when you're out there. Go out there in the daytime before noontime. Get out there. Don't go out there in the evening because that's more dangerous, okay? These loonies out here, they take the evening time to go out there and make somebody's life disappear, okay? Take your family members away or just do a random shootout because they're probably on something that they shouldn't be. And you know what? Please, if you're a parent or a grandparent, talk to your kids. Sit down seriously with them. You know, you gotta have a serious character sometimes when it comes to when you want to joke around, you joke with them. But when you need something serious, you have to sit them down and be serious. And that way they know they can't play with you because, oh no, she's serious now. I do it to my kids. I do it. If I need to tell them something, I'll pop up in their door. Okay? And they don't know what to do. Sometimes I'm just going in there for a cup of coffee. Okay? Or sometimes I'm just going there because I haven't seen them in a while and I'm on that end of town. And it seems like it's a panic every time I step foot in the door. Because they know mom. They know mom. Mom will tell it like it is. Mom will sit you down and tell you, listen, this is this and this and this and this and this is. My kids know that. Even my daughter. When I tell her, come here, I gotta talk to you. She don't know what to do. Oh, shit. Mom's gonna scold me. Protect it, I do. You know? But it's nothing like that. It's just that I wanted to ask an opinion. You know? Interact with your children is the best thing you can do because they'll never be afraid to come back to you and tell you something that's really bad. Okay? They won't. They'll come right to you because you have to be a mom. You have to be a friend. You have to be a best friend, okay, with your children. You have to. You got to gain that confidence that they can talk to you about anything and everything, okay? That's how it should be. That's how I grew up my kids, and that's how we all are. Sometimes I think I'm talking to somebody in the street, and they're my kids. So, just wanted to give you that little bit of information that I saw yesterday. And maybe that will help you to learn, okay? Something in the gaps that you are missing, something that is important there that you are missing. Let me tell you what I learned yesterday, okay? I learned yesterday, guys, that flour, wheat, is very important. I was like, when I get up in the morning, I need my coffee. You know, know what, guys? It's not the coffee. Okay. Yeah, you need your coffee. Yeah, yeah, yes, yes. But guess what, guys? It's the flour. It's your oils and your wheat. Your body needs the wheat. So listen, guys, if you can get a hold of wheat, if you can't find the wheat grains, I get them right here. While they're here, I get them. Okay, at this corner bodega here. Listen, guys, if you need a packet of wheat, okay, I think I showed it on my preps. Maybe 4 or 5 videos ago. Hit me up on my Gmail, okay? And leave your P.O. box or a hub, Amazon, not Amazon, somewhere where you can receive the package, okay? And I will gladly send it to you because it's very cheap, okay? It's like $2 and something for a pack of the grains. And I put them away. I vacuum sealed and I put them away, so I can't dig in there to get it right now, okay? And the flour bag that I got, it comes from India. I got it on Amazon. If not, get on Amazon. Search wheat flour, okay? I even ordered Artisan cream of wheat. I'm gonna get wheat one way or another, guys. But the important thing is the flour, the wheat flour, and the wheat products to make the bread, to make tortillas, to make whatever, okay? It's very important. So I learned in that movie of the Great Depression and the Great Recession that bread was an essential item. This old lady, she's not living anymore. She lived through those times. In that same biography, she fed 9 children. She went to the woods because she said blueberries, blackberries or blueberries, one of them, I don't remember too good, were there to just take. So her 9 kids and herself, they had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, blueberries, it was blueberries pies. All you needed was lard, the free blueberries, and she had tons of flour. And that's what they eat. And she made bread and tea and soups out of whatever they can hunt and catch, or even a piece of fish, because there was no meat. Okay, there were just lines and lines and lines and lines of people applying for employment, and it never happened. So let's hope we don't have to get to that point. But if we did, have food at home to survive, because it can happen to us. It can go to that extreme. And I hope somebody puts their foot in the middle and stop it, okay? I hope somebody will put their foot in the middle to stop this, okay? The heck with Elon Musk, okay? People talk about Elon Musk. Elon Musk is one billionaire, okay? The top most rich person in the world right now. Doing what? He's an entrepreneur, rubbing his 2 cents in there, making the Tesla. People going crazy buying Teslas. He's making more money, more money, more money. He doesn't care about us. He don't care about us. He just worried about his money. And he is not a good for president either. He is a money maker because he just loves a passion for money. That's it. Okay. Even his ex-girlfriends, if you read upon him, they all left him because he would buy pizza. He wouldn't take them to no restaurant. He had him living in a shack full of mice and roaches in New York City. That's why every single girlfriend he gets, they leave him. And not because they're expecting a high living life, but if you're a millionaire like that, you should be having a nice, hunker down home. No, he has a tiny home. That's where he lives in a tiny home, guys. A $6,000 tiny home. I think he's taller than the home. Check him out. The heck with Elon Musk, okay? Don't pay attention to everything Elon Musk is out there. Elon Musk is out there for popularity, and every time somebody watches a video of Elon Musk, whether it's on a news channel or what channel, he is getting paid money, 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 money. He has contracts with all these companies and news channels. He has a price. The man has a price, okay? We are small YouTubers giving out information. I give the right information because I'm not going to misinform anyone. I'm not going to scare anybody either because I don't want to be scared. That's why I don't look at a lot of channels. But I watch a little bit and that's about it. But I get my resources from other places, okay? And they are correct. So, like I say, talk to your children, keep prepping, look out for the elderly. Maybe they have a couple of dollars to buy something but they can't get out. Ask them. I asked the lady upstairs because that's the only elderly lady that lives there by herself that I know of. I do runarounds for her, and I don't charge her a dime because she lives on a budget. You know, she lives on a budget. Why am I gonna take $2 for her for bananas or $3 for bananas when I can spare that $3 for bananas and bring it to her? I spend more on cigarettes. Okay, these are costly. But when I have my coffee, I got to have it. And I do have my other puffer to try to quit. And if I quit, I quit, and if I don't, I don't. But I'll try. I'll try, guys. Yes, I'll try. But you know what? We're living some tough times. It's not easy. It's not easy for the older ones. It's not easy for us. It's not easy for the young ones. The pandemic took a toll on a lot of people as far as stress, okay? I already suffer from anxiety. So you know where my anxiety went to during this pandemic, right? And then the prepping, I was stressed, but I packed up pretty much with long-term foods coming from August. So I feel a little bit more calm, but then I'm not calm either because it seems like I need more because that is put away. So I still have to purchase to get through the days. And I'm not an everyday cooker. My baby girl cooks the weekend, and we had that, yes, we tore it up yesterday too. So if you cook for 2 days, that saves you on the gas or whatever utility, electric utility. That's another thing, guys, that go green. Um, Florida, everything is electric, right? Florida, everything is electric. So they're trying to make the United States all electric. What about the power grids? How much power is going to pull on these electrical appliances? Wow. Because the problem they have now with the gas, that they can't supply us, okay? Going electric is not going to kick it. It's going to make it worse. You don't have the resources to hold all of that power between ACs and electric stoves. What? So have alternate sources of power for cooking in case of an emergency. And if you have a grill, a home, you're blessed already. You're blessed already because you can barbecue outside, you can cook outside, you can put 4 stones on the floor. I'm waiting to go do my thing. 4 stones on the floor, a rack. You can light a fire even with leaves. You don't need no wood. You don't need no wood. You can do it with just leaves. Just keep adding leaves to the fire until you cook a little meal. Yeah. So guys, there is a lot to learn. I've seen a lot of wood burning and rocket stove cooking and butane stove cooking. I have not seen anybody cook with the sources that I know without using the wood or the rocket stove or the butane. But I'm not going to tell you what other things I use. Right in the campgrounds. Right there, guys. You ain't got to go too far. It's right there and it's free. And that's a source of cooking. You will cook something with that. Have plenty of matches. I suck up on matches and lighters and everything because you know what? If you don't know how to light a fire with that thing, okay, the fire starting metal, if you don't know how to do that, you're in trouble. a lot of trouble. So if you go to a Dollar Tree and you find matches, listen, get as much matches as you can. Put them in a Ziploc bag. Put them away somewhere. Okay, guys. So listen, I didn't want to make my video long, but just a couple of tips. I wanted to let you know about the movies, okay, or the biographies, or the little clips of back then in 1930s. Um, and I think that will help all of you to really know what do you actually do need to get as a first prepping item. And if it wasn't your first prepping item, it's time to find it now and stock it up. Bag it up in Ziploc, vacuum seal it, put it away in a tomato, those Home Depot tubs or any tubs that you can find. Even the bodegas, they empty out. Meat markets, they empty them out. You can ask them for them, wash them, sterilize them, rub it with bleach and water, let them dry out. Get yourself your oxygen absorbers, because you will need, for some foods, you need oxygen absorbers. Guys, I learned this from the prepping channel, the oxygen absorbers. I want to thank the preppers. I thank the preppers. And soon, you know, soon you will have a good amount of stuff stashed away. So let's just keep the preps up as you can, okay? As you can. Don't crack your head with it, just as you can. Because not everybody can. I can't. I can't shop every day. My daughter-in-law calls me, hey, let's go to the, hey, let's go that way. No, go ahead. You know, it'll be a nice outing with her. Yeah, it'll be fun and a nice outing. But guys, I know myself, okay? I know myself. I'll start grabbing stuff I don't even need. So I keep myself busy doing other things. Vacuum. Oh, she's on the money vacuum sealing. I gave her a machine. I bought her a machine, and she's working on it. She loves the machine, guys. She even sent one to her mother in Puerto Rico. Who the hell? How many more machines she ordered? I sent her the link, and they're just $20. I mean, it's not gonna last forever, but it'll get you started. Okay, mine is still working. So these are the things I do. And a lot of people, they get offended when you say something, certain things, but they just don't understand. It's like they taken over, you know, my life. It's like they want me to do what they want me to do. It doesn't work like that, you know. It doesn't work. What did you do, you know, before to prepare? You know, are they prepared? You know, some people will criticize you, and that's wrong. That's wrong, because we're all struggling. We're all in the same boat. We're not at the point to criticize anybody. We're at the point to unite. But if someone doesn't want to unite and prep and listen and or give you tips, great tips that I've gotten from all of you guys, I totally appreciate all of you. I don't know what I would have done. Okay, I had no knowledge. I had no knowledge of what was actually going on, because I'm always in here. And in wintertime, I can't be camping and banning out there because of my asthma. But I do get allergies. I was in the back the other day. I saw the mint. The mint is still standing there. And I caught allergies. My nose was stuffed up. Guys, my nose. I don't get stuffed up in the woods, but I get stuffed up in the back. I don't know what it is, guys. But anyway, I have nose drops for that, and I was good in no moment. For one moment, I thought I had the big steer. Whoa! You know, I couldn't breathe. I mean, not that I couldn't breathe. It was my nose was so stuffed up. I couldn't even take a deep breath, you know, up my nose. Couldn't breathe up my nose. What the heck? I soaked up my nose, and I was, you know, trying to blow. No. So I took my Mucinex, guys. Mucinex. 10 minutes later, I was brand new. I'm like, okay. No more symptoms. Okay. Because I don't go anywhere. I always mask up when I am amongst a bunch of people. And this guy that walked in, he had his mask on. Okay. He was walking with his mask on. He had it hanging, but when he came down, He put the mask on because he knows me for many years. He knows me from when the big C started, and way before that. Way before that, because we were neighbors. He lives across the street, a little house. He has a little cute house out there, with his wife and his son. His son is in the military also. He's from the Marines, and he has really PTSD and all that kind of mess. So guys, I'll let you go, and that'll be for today. And I'll catch you later because I'm gonna show you what I accomplished the weekend. Okay. So Rodney, thank you. Kathleen, thank you. And Miss Ruth Pierce, thank you so much for supporting my channel, watching. And I have a list of names that I will get to y'all soon.